I think we should go ahead and roll straight into the captain's question. And it's just a very quick one. Who is your favorite character from episode 7? So, J-Bot, I don't want anybody grabbing your options, so let's go straight to you.
Oh, no. You put me on the spot here. Favorite character from episode 7.
We could move on. I could go on.
Yeah, I'll let you guys go. I got to think.
Jake.
Yes. All right. I think that if I had to choose a favorite character from episode 7, I would choose Captain Phasma, who, in case you don't know, is the clad in platinum armor, the stormtrooper that's clad in platinum.
Chrome.
Or chrome. There you go. The chrome trooper, and she kind of gives
Captain
all the
overhype.
Exactly. Who looked so cool before the movie started, and then for all those previews, but then as soon there was like 2 lines, and then she's done, and she gets thrown in a trash compactor. But I like her because she did have a lot of anticipation for the movie, and even though she didn't perform in the movie, I wonder if they'll bring her back. But also in the game that I play, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, she's a very potent character. So I end up using her a lot.
All right, so you dig her for that. All right, J-Bot, you ready now? Because Phil's the one who usually takes your...
Yeah. I do not remember his name, but the Imperial officer guy, if y'all probably know the name, but the one who's essentially leading or commanding the gigantic station. I cannot think of his name.
The Hitler guy, the fascist Imperial officer?
Yeah, that guy.
Hux. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm sitting there watching the movie, and the very first time he comes on screen, I'm like, man, this guy seems weird, like an odd choice for. I hate to say that role, but that's what I'm thinking as I'm going through the
little young.
Watch the movie. And I was like, yeah, he seems really young. It doesn't really make sense. But by the end of it, I not that I'm fascinated by this character, more that I was very impressed. I was like, wow, like he really pulled off the viewpoint I always had as a kid growing up as the Imperials of like, these people are as close as you're going to get to that kind of fascist, overbearing regime. And I'm like, this guy really pulled it off. Everybody else was cool, but I was like, he kind of exceeded my expectations, if that makes sense. Like from when he first came on screen to by the end of it, I was very impressed. And I guess that's why everything else was cool, but it was more the expectations that he exceeded is kind of why I liked him as a character.
Cool.
For me, I think Nien Nunb is my favorite. I think he had a lot of cool lines.
Name one of them.
Yati, yati.
That's what a Jawa said.
No, that's Celestin.
He could have made that up, and I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, and I figure he's come a long way. He was co-pilot of the Falcon on the Death Star, and in just a short 20, 30 years, he made it all the way to piloting an X-wing.
It's terrible.
So,
that's a great
what
career.
the hell happened? Why isn't he a general? What is he? Did he have, did he fall in hard times? Did he have like a, did he get addicted to glitter stim? And he had to like work his way back from the bottom? Did he retire and then he's coming out of retirement? He's actually like a really old Celestin.
I want to read Bloodlines because that's supposed to really go into like what happened after.
I'm going to either read or write the definitive Nien Nunb fan fiction. What had happened to Nien Nunb.
You might be the one. You might be the one that's going to worry about that fan fiction.
I will be the one to read it.
Well, that's good. There we go. You guys can write it for each other. Tell me how good it was.
All right. So I'm kind of torn. I kind of like Hello Asti, the Hello Nasty Beastie Boys guy, but doesn't really do much. And if I had to pick a main character, I'd probably pick Finn, just because he doesn't know what he's doing. But I think overall I'd go with Snap Wexley, because I like the book where he's a kid, and I like the actor ever since he was in Alias, etc. And I just kind of like that guy. So I think Snap Wexley is my favorite character overall.
So not to derail us into the realm of the movies, but just to random question. So Finn was essentially like janitorial squad, right? Like janitorial staff. Why was he on a landing party? I'm just curious. Like
Well,
gigantic
yeah.
spaceship, probably lots and lots of soldiers. At least based on the one scene where my favorite character is doing his Hitler thing at the front. Like, like 20 people landed and they just took the janitor with them, or was it just happened to be cleaning the ship that day? Just curious. I didn't know if anybody had read a fan fiction. Didn't know if there was a fan fiction out there that explained it. Yeah, it was his turn, like his number. Oh crap, that sort of thing. Like just. Ding,
I think that he was working sanitation during his training, or so right, because he was abducted as a child, right? Because that's how they get their troopers.
Yeah, that's generally the idea.
So probably when he was growing up, when he was too young to be a stormtrooper, he was working sanitation. And then
okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
I think this is right. But they actually did go into this in one of the side mini novels or something.
Yeah, that's why I figured somebody would know. I mean, he makes mention in the thing that essentially, if it's got a gun, I can shoot it. So
yeah,
he's obviously trained. It was more just a curiosity in my head. Was it the same thing as like Nien Nunb, where he was really good and then he did one thing wrong, pissed off Phasma, and now he's back doing cleaning toilets. I figured one of you guys has read all the books around the movie, so I thought maybe there was an actual explanation there. But okay, that's all I want.
cool.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to help us continue improving and expanding our channel's content.